Hey everybody, it's Diddy Goose back again with another video. I think we're on like episode number 114 or something like that. But hopping back into the 10-minute pool, and we're playing against Columbussy. That's an interesting flag. I could not guess it even. I'm guessing East European, Moldova, Mongolia. Okay, we got the letter right. But we're hopping into an Italian game, and it's gonna be interesting. I think I'm just gonna play C3, D3. Makes enough sense. Okay, castle. Queen there is actually interesting. I'm not exactly sure about that. I think D3 is probably fine. Gonna go head start with A4. If we get any space, it would be pretty cool. But looks like he's not giving us that free space. That's all right. Go ahead here. We do get this space, and then I'll go ahead and play Bishop E3. Now, if he does take, we just take back, and he did waste a few moves by bringing it back and then taking. And that move, and like because of those moves, we got some space, which is pretty nice. Um, so yeah, pretty cool so far. I think I'm happy with the opening so far. Okay, he goes there. I'm gonna go ahead and just play knight d2. Of course, if he just takes this piece, I'll just take back. Very easy. And h6 has been played. H6 is interesting. Um, over here, I'm thinking about moves like taking here. If I do take, his piece is in a bit of trouble because, I mean, what exactly is this knight doing? Well, it depends on what he takes with. I think I'm going to go ahead and take here, though. If he takes with the knight, I think I can just push. And, I mean, if he takes, I take. This knight's pinned. And it's, like, interesting, actually. It's definitely interesting. We're not doing anything with the pin just yet. He goes ahead, plays that move. Okay, that's interesting. Um, Pushing the pawn means that, well, this pawn is actually going to be here for quite a bit. Even if you play something like this, if he just takes, I can just take back with this pawn. So I feel like I'm actually having like a slight victory just like that. I can just choose to castle here too. If he plays something like this, not horrible. I guess we could play this move as well. Actually, yeah, d4 is also a move that can be played, definitely. Um, I guess, yeah, if we do castles right now and he plays something like this, um, I guess we could play queen here. And then if he takes here, then we just win this piece. He takes here. I guess we could even win this piece. I'll go ahead and castle. I feel like this is decent. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're doing fine. This is great for us. This is a crazy move because, well, what is this knight doing, guys? He's not going to be able to play this. Even if he goes here, he can't come here. He can't come here. He can't come here. He is actually just like kind of crushing himself. I don't, I don't think this is good for him. If we can play something like this and get to this square, control this pawn, this would be perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and play this move. I'd love to play this, get full control over here. That would be, I think, the best possible thing for us. After that, then I think just the side is the only thing that we have to sort of worry about. Not really worry about because, again, this piece is locked up. His rook is also locked up right now. So we would actually just be kind of like almost up a few pieces if we're playing on the king side. So that'd be fine with me. If he just goes ahead and takes here, of course, I'll just take it back with the knight. And he can't push this because if he pushes that, okay, that's interesting. If we take here, he takes. No, I don't really see anything just yet. But if we just to push, that's pretty cool. I think I'll push. I mean, this has to be great for us. Okay. So kingside attacks. Makes sense. He has to do that. Um, Only thing I'm thinking, yeah, I guess if he does push um to G4, what do we do? Though we could very simply just kind of like play knight E3, then go for this move too. Like I don't know, where does this knight belong? Maybe like G3 and then come here. This is also an idea. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start with this move. Idea being, well, we're kind of just freeing up the square if we want to come to like F or E3 in the future. Our bishop's also not doing anything on the square. If he does this, I think we could play something like this or like this and try to play like F4, especially with this move. Yeah, I'll go here. And I mean, now we do have just straight up F4, don't we? F4, he takes. Or maybe we just want to play knight here first, just so we can take with the knight. F4, he takes. Rook takes is a little bit weaker, maybe. Let's go here with the knight. If he pushes this, he just drops a pawn. If he pushes this, I mean, he drops a pawn. He can go here too, but I mean, after something like clogging it up like this as well, this is completely fine. I don't think he really has much of an attack. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, this knight comes over here, but like again, what is it doing? It can't really go here. Can't. I guess it's covering this pawn. We could also do this, but um, I guess if he just doesn't do anything, castles like queenside or something, we can't really take. I don't want to open this up, but I'll go ahead and play maybe this move. Is this a move? If he takes, maybe I take with the bishop, and then like take here and try to go for this square. I don't know. I go here. He takes. Another idea is just taking with the knight. I think this is definitely the right move though. I guess if he takes here, I don't know if I could take with the knight. Don't want to hang this just yet. But then we do have this move. Taking the knight though does trap this bishop, so that's also a little weird. So maybe bishop takes, I take, and then maybe we just put our knight on e3, and we're all good. Also something, definitely. If he gives us the opportunity to just play like f5 though, I think that's just perfect for us. Um, because this bishop is also now absolute trash. And he has no way to like play something like g6 and attack this pawn because, well, he's already played g4. So if he lets us play that, I think that's cool. We might have to like do a bit of rerouting with our king. Maybe try to bring it to like f2, somewhere a little bit safer, just so we can start playing on the king side. But if once we open up this king side, I think we should just be winning. Unless we like fumble really hard and like blunder a pawn or something. I don't know. That's the only way I can really see it going wrong. Okay, but he just played this move. I mean, after something like this, it's started to look a bit tougher for him, I think. If he plays something like this, I could just play um, h3 and everything stays locked up. If he goes here, I could even just take this pawn and maybe it's honestly fine. Though I guess after he takes here, check. And if I take here, maybe things are opened up a bit. But actually, here, take. I don't know. It's definitely interesting. Okay, he's looking at the square. He is looking at that square. And um, maybe we just play knight here and just cover that square. That's one way. I think we can do that. Knight here makes sense. Could also play something like queen here and just try to take and then fix our pawns or something. But again, like this knight doesn't seem to do anything. It's hard for him to come out, even if he comes out all the way here. Again, he's just looking at pawns wherever he goes. We've got a bit more space than him. What else? Bishop also, I think we might have a better bishop. He has like the right color bishop for this, but just looking at pawns, even if he goes here, I don't think there's much way for him to fix this. Okay, castles has been played. Actually, really interesting. Um, I'm thinking of moves like this now even, and maybe just trying to sack. He takes, I push. No, this is riskier. Maybe here, take. He takes, I push. Huh. So let's say if we just get a free move. Let's say he for some reason plays like rook here, which I guess doesn't make too bad of sense. I take here, he takes, I go here. He has to take, or else he loses his piece. And then I take, attacking this pawn too. I think this might just be straight up winning. But then there's this thing that I don't think I want to drop just yet. Because if I drop this square, then I lose this pawn, then everything kind of fumbles. So just not yet, maybe. I also can't play something like king here just to hold this, because after check here, then it starts to get a little super scary all of a sudden. Right now, if he just does this, I have this move. King over has been played. I guess something that could be done is like here. Like, I guess, yeah, what else is this knight doing? It's honestly interesting. I mean, if we can get a knight here, we take, he takes, I push. Now we're actually opening up a lot of things, especially because he just put his king on the square, which I don't know if that's the right move for him. Everything is still covered on our side, I think. Maybe this pawn is a little bit weaker, but I don't think he has any way to like really do much about it. If he ends up taking here, or taking like this, I take, this happens. It's not really an issue. I guess maybe if that happens, my rook's in a bit danger, but after something like bishop here, no. He has this pawn push, but I don't think it's that big of an issue. I mean, rook here, and then all of a sudden, actually, we just swipe over, and we're on this already defending ourselves. And then, of course, we just want a queen trade, and we win. And his pieces are just not doing great either. Like, I don't know what this knight is doing. Maybe it's time for him to play something like knight here. And it's much more defensive. Because now if I take, barring this like queen move, knight can sort of take, and if I push, maybe you can just take like this, and this is sort of fine. Definitely still a little scary for him. Okay. Pieces are moving. If I take, well, we want to put knight here first. So let's go with that. Now if I take, he takes, I go here, push, he takes here. Pawns are pushing, but I mean, no matter what, I think this is fine. So if I take here, he takes. Another thing is maybe we just go queen here and just protect this so now our knights can also jump in. So now actually, like both of our knights can very easily jump in like this, and now we're threatening like stuff because his queen is not just jumping. We're just making sure his queen can't infiltrate. If he plays something like this, we can just lock it up. He goes here, lock it up. Maybe now is this an issue? No, it's still not an issue. I mean, now we even managed to attack her. And if he does something like this, yeah, again, same thing where we can just take like this and we're actually completely fine. Right now, I think this is actually a real threat. I think our opponent should actually be a bit scared. Time is ticking. No pawns have been exchanged on this board yet. I don't even remember how the heck we got into this position. It was some sort of Italian game, I can tell you that. But it's looking interesting. His queen comes all the way back. That's insane. Um, if we take here, he takes. I take here. Even if he pushes, I don't think this is great. I mean, let's go for it. At this point, let's go for it. Check. Queen's in danger. He has to take. If I take back with the pawn, there's a pin here. If he takes back with the bishop, I take your check. I can literally do this move, I think. Threatening to just take here. He has to take back with the rook, the king, and I've checkmated in one. And that is how you attack, guys. He's sending a rematch, but can't rematch him. We gotta head over into the game review because let's say we had one blunder, one miss. Gotta fix those. So let's go ahead and check out this analysis. No, where is this? Where is the analysis, guys? There it is. There's the engine. There's the board, and let's check it out. So Italian game. This is all good. Apparently. Oh yeah. Actually, I maybe missed d4, but that's fine. This is all fine. This is also fine. This is good. Bishop e3 is excellent. This is great. Apparently taking was best, but this is all fine. I take here. This is the best move. He goes back with his piece, and I find this move, which is good. He goes there, and this is where, like, what is his knight doing? He's just weakening his pieces so much. Finding d4 immediately. Maybe I should have played that d4 first, but it's all right. This is all fine. He plays this now. Like, this is horrible. This is weak. This pawn is never coming out. It's a backwards pawn. Knight, I mean, like, he's sentencing himself to, like, lifetime punishment. I mentioned it here, too. d4 was played. He plays this. I played d5, which is a bit of a mistake, and I thought I was just kind of, like, locking everything up. But apparently, this is better. Of course, it's a very strong diagonal, but I was scared of a move just like this. And after something like this, I guess I just take. And even though knight takes, I take here. Oh, wait, no. Wait. No. I take here? Is that what it said? Sorry. Wait, let's back up. Knight c4 is a knight. Oh, knight c4, and everything is actually hanging. So this is hanging, and this is actually also hanging. So knight c4, pawn is hanging. You want to protect the pawn. How do you protect the pawn? Rook c. Well, it doesn't seem like there's a good way to protect it. Even if I play this, though, I take here. He takes here. I take here. I don't know if you want to take this because, I mean, this is hanging right now, so you've got to deal with this. It says bishop a8, which is kind of just horrendous. King is never going to be able to castle. Check over here. King f8, and I mean, everything is so still strong. Wait, this is a weird ass structure. But yeah, this is weak. His knight is weak because his knight's not coming to e7 for a bit. Can't come to f6 either. Can't come to h6. So he can't open up this piece. I'm going here. I'm going here. Could literally just go here and just win this pawn, and I'm actually maybe just promote this pawn. So here, maybe just push this as well. This is a very easy way to win, actually. Now that I'm seeing it, I missed knight c4. I didn't see knight c4 at all. If he takes with this other piece, we just take here first, and if he takes back, knight c4 again just kind of wins the game for us. If he takes here, thinking that like, oh well, I don't know actually, but he was with the idea of queen c6. I mean, we could just take with like the queen, attacking this here, making sure we win this, making sure we win this. Everything is hanging. Definitely winning this game. Queen rook d8 is actually a decent move, but we just take here. He takes. And knight f takes. And I mean, again, he's just not having a good time. This is horrible. It's actually crazy. These pieces together actually cover everything. It's actually like perfectly placed. So this is all covered, and the pawns cover the middle. So entire row is covered. His rook has no way to actually like infiltrate. This is also a way to play. So I didn't see that. Instead I played this, which is apparently actually losing like almost all of the advantage, but a bit higher depth. 0.43, not bad. He plays this, which is apparently the best move. I play bishop e2, which is the best move apparently. Bishop d3 is also there, but both moves, bishop d3 and bishop e2, similar in that they're freeing up this knight c4 square, which is what I think is like very important. I go here, he plays this, not an issue if I knight e1. He goes there, and yeah, you can see knight c4 was there for just a second, but it's all right. I played this first. We were thinking about playing just this immediately, but I kind of just decided against it. Not sure exactly why. Um, I don't know. I just thought I guess I was just a little scared. I want to play this first, but this happens. This happens. All good. And apparently taking here was the best move. He can't take with the queen obviously. If he takes with the pawn, I guess this is a little weak. Oh, we have knight c4. Two attackers right now. Can't really add an attacker. I guess you got to add a defender like this. This is a little crazy though. Queen d2, and I mean, there's pins and stuff, so maybe not that. And if you play something like just f6, this also doesn't work because we have d6, and now we're just in his business. Of course, if he takes, we take this pawn, and everything is falling apart because now we can like put our knight on d5. Check that out. So yeah, he takes. I take here. Let's say you want to save this, but there's no point really saving it because this rook kind of sucks anyways. It's never going to be on the king side, and your only way to win is on the king side. But if you play something like this, go to d5, and this is a perfect square for the knight. Literally perfect. And again, his knight just kind of sucks. We're also threatening to like do any checks here, push this pawn. Everything is a threat. Quite crazy. So I missed this too. I pushed, and he goes here, and I find knight c4, and he goes here, and it's interesting now. There's actually knight d takes over here, and I wonder what the idea is. Again, oh, the idea is just again, yeah, pushing this d6 pawn because once we play d6, this is all opened up. He has to open this up. There's no real way. Let's say he wastes a move like this. This is a horrible move though. Um, I don't even know how you like waste a move. I guess like this, sure. Takes here, he goes here, check. I take here, check. If he goes here, you're getting crapped on immediately. If you go here, you're still getting crapped on even more immediately, actually. So wow. Okay, so I didn't even see this, but I played this first. Apparently, knight b. Was this a move too? Did it just it's crazy. No, I don't know what that was. I don't know why there's like a knight b4 arrow because the engine's finding that doesn't really work now. But he goes here, and queen d2 apparently is one of the best moves. Queen c1 too. I don't know how I feel about these because these kind of just trade them off. But I played this. Apparently knight g3 was better. That's interesting. That's really interesting. I guess I mean the idea is knight g3. Let's see. I don't want to play g3 because I don't want to give him just like a free thing. Let's say I go here. This is queen d3. Now you take, he takes, and then I go back again with like another knight. That's interesting. I found this way, which is also all rightish, but then after this, definitely I'm winning. This is fine. If he takes here, queen b3 is played. b6 is also playable. And yeah, b6 already wins here. I don't need to take this pawn again. Again, if he takes here, I have check here. He's in trouble. Like here takes actually queen b3 is even stronger because I'm taking with the queen as well. So that makes more sense. But rook b6, if he goes here, it's weird. I can go here, I guess. And threat is just like check here. So I guess yeah, if he wastes a move, I can probably just go check here, right? Check here. If he takes like this, check here. Oh, I guess this is actually a draw. So maybe not. Rook b1 is the best move. Okay. And I guess check here and takes this is the idea. If he doesn't play king d7, if he just want to waste another move. Yeah, check here, he goes here, check here. He goes here. Rook takes c8, this is a pin. and I'm threatening mate on this next move. I don't know how you defend. If you take with a knight, you get mated. Only way is to take with a rook. But if you take with a rook, not ending up much better anyways. I guess I win this knight too. That's interesting. Lots of sacrifices. So I didn't really find the most accurate way, but still a win. So I take here, here, I take here, though maybe b6 is still pretty good here. Yeah, b6 is still one of the better moves here. f6 is also up there. What? f6? Oh, interesting. I don't know. I don't know how that's too crazy, but knight c6 wins because after check, he goes there. I found rook b7, which works. Queen a6 also immediately works though. Queen a6. If he goes here, I just play this move and you can't stop this. If you play something like this, I just take here checkmate. What is defining for the engine? Yeah, that's actually the only way. I played this though, and this also is just checkmate. Instead of playing that move, the best move to, I guess, prolong it is this. But actually, this kind of just seems like a lot of different moves can be like that. I feel like, I mean, if I just play knight here, I guess I have queen a6 and takes here. But if you go here, not exactly, because after this, oh, well, he has queen e3 check, and now all of a sudden it's a bit weird. But if he goes here, takes, check here, and then this is also mate. So, have mate regardless. Um, yeah, that was a pretty cool game. Went close to the end, basically. Let's see. Yeah, I went pretty close to the end. I mean, I only had 2 minutes left. Our opponent was lower on time than us, but we got this victory royale. Beat Columbusy. He's at 1985, and now we're at 2106, so pretty fun. And that was a Giuoco piano game close, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.